Hi guys, I'm going to start off this look by priming my face with my Primetime Brightening Foundation Primer by Bare Minerals, and I'm just going to smooth that all over my face. Next, I'm going to take my Bare Minerals Original Foundation in Fair, and I'm going to buff that on my skin using the Heavenly Face Brush by Bare Minerals, which is this one here. And I'm just going to swirl that around in the lid, tap off the extra, and buff it into my skin. And I will see you guys when my foundation is on. Next, I'm taking my F25 Tapered Face Brush by Sigma and my NARS Translucent Crystal Powder, and I'm just going to buff that finishing powder onto my foundation to give it a really nice dewy, kind of glowing look. The trick to pulling off a really strong lip, I believe, is to have a very flawless, very healthy looking complexion, and I think this will give me just that. Next, I'm going to take just a face contour brush that I got from Sephora, and I'm going to take a little bit of my Park Avenue Princess bronzer by Tarte, and I'm just going to go under my cheekbones and then kind of down my jawline, so it's going to be almost a box kind of shape, and that's just going to help kind of slim the face down and also give it a little bit of color, so I won't have to compensate so much with a blush, because I want this to just be a very natural, almost bare skin kind of look. Next, I'm going to contour my temples and bring that just right in with my cheek contour, and I'm also going to go along the hairline just to kind of give my face a nice kind of roundness to it. Then I'm going to contour down the side of my nose just to kind of define it and slim it down a bit. And we're finished with contouring, and here's that Park Avenue Princess bronzer I used. That's a smaller size I picked up as a sample, and please ignore the dancing. Next, I'm going to use my Girl Meets Pearl by Benefit as a highlighter. And I'm going to take that Girl Meets Pearl and put it on my ring finger or my middle finger and dab it along the high points of my cheeks first. And I'm going to take that Girl Meets Pearl and dab it on my Cupid's bow and up one side of the philtrum there. And that's going to give me a nice pouty look. I'm also going to dab it along the point of my chin just to bring my face outward, and along the arches of my eyebrows to bring the whole face just out really nicely. And ignore the dancing again. I'm sorry. I'm really weird. Next, I'm going to take this really soft mineral foundation brush that's just by Sephora and my MAC highlighter in Soft and Gentle, and I'm just going to go right over everywhere I put that Girl Meets Pearl. And you can do either one or the other of the highlighters, but I just like the way they look together. And I'm also going to go down the middle of my nose with that powdered highlighter just because it gives it a nice subtle effect. I didn't want it to be as luminous as it is with the Girl Meets Pearl and the MAC Luminizer combined, but I just wanted it to glow a little bit. Now I'm going to take my Blush Pearl Bare Minerals Loose Powder Blush, and I just need a little bit because I don't want to emphasize the cheeks too much on this look. And I'm going to brush that onto my cheeks and see how it just gives me a nice kind of warmed look without looking like I've got a lot of blush on, and that's really what I want from this look. So I'm going to comb through my brows with my brow comb from Sephora just to get those hairs to lay down flat, and I'm going to use Makeup Forever blush powder in number 162 in my brows. And I'm just going to take that on an angled eyeliner brush and go along the tops and bottoms to define my brows, and then fill them in with my brow brush from Bare Minerals. And I can do an in-depth tutorial of this if you would like, but I'm going to skip through it for time's sake on this video. And now brows are done, so let's move on to eyeshadows. I'm going to be using my Naked palette from Urban Decay for this eyeshadow look. And I'm also going to be using my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in their original formula. So my eyes are primed, and I'm taking Virgin on a fluffy crease brush and just putting that right underneath the brow bone. Then on a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm going to take Sin, and I'm going to apply that all over both eyelids, just like that. Next, I'm going to take that same crease brush from Sephora, and I'm going to use the shade Naked, and I'm going to work that starting from my outer crease in towards the inner corner of my eye. And that's just a beautiful transition color to use before I start working with some of the darker browns. Once I'm happy with the foundation that I've laid with the Naked, I'm going to use a pencil brush from Sephora, and I'm going to go with the shade Hustle, and I'm going to put that along my lower lash line and in my crease so it makes kind of like a sideways V shape. And then I'm going to take that fluffy crease brush that I've been using and blend it out in kind of windshield wiper motions, just like that. Now I'm taking the shade Dark Horse on that same kind of pencil eyeshadow brush, and I'm running it underneath my lower lash line. I do this instead of an eyeliner because it automatically gives it a nice kind of smudged effect, and it does the same job opening up my eyes. I'm lining my eyes with Maybelline New York's waterproof liquid eyeliner in black, and I'm just making a very thin line right across the top of my lashes. And the mascara I'm using is the Lash Domination by Bare Minerals, and I'm just going to apply this real quick for you guys. Finally, time for the lips! Yay! And for my lip liner, I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals Moxie lip liner in Electrified, and that's what it looks like there. So I'm just going to line the middle part of my lips first, and I'm going to bring that all the way out to the corners, and I'm going to do that on the bottom as well, and then I'm going to fill in just the inside corners of my mouth, just to help keep that lipstick from running. And here I am just filling in the outer corner of my lips there, just to give you an idea of what your lip liner will look like when you're finished. And then I'm going to take my Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in Shame, and that's it right there. And I'm going to apply that all over my lips. It's the darkest one in that collection, and it is just gorgeous. And so I'm just going to go on my bottom lip and then on my top lip, and then I'll blend them together and show you guys the finished result. Ta-da! Bad lip syncing aside, this is a really cute look, and it makes your teeth look really white. And I will be back to show you guys in a second what it looks like with your hair down, even though I just have fresh out of the shower hair. But if you guys will bear with me, I'll show you so you get kind of an idea of what the whole picture looks like. Bye! Thanks for watching!